Hey there riders, Journo Kris here today, and I wanted to talk about the ergonomics and rider fit of Suzuki's little Address scooter, the Address 110. This is a really cool little machine. They're only $3,500 or they might be $3,600 on the road right away, 24-month warranty, and they're a cool little machine. And I thought I'd talk about how they will fit you as a rider compared to me at least. I'm 70 kilos, 180 centimeters, 32-inch inseam, and I find it a great fit. You could probably get someone a little bit larger on a scooter like this, and certainly someone smaller is going to have an easy time. As you can see here, I've got both feet down flat, even on this kind of slightly uneven terrain. It's falling away a little bit. I've got plenty of bend in my knees, which gives you an idea of just how much extra room there is. There's quite a lot of extra room. And then also, if you're a shorter rider and you can't get both feet down, getting one foot up and moving across in the seat, you're definitely going to find this an easy thing to get a foot down on and feel comfortable on. The overall seating position as well, natural reach to those bars. It's very typical scooter, really. Good vision through the mirrors. Super simple dash. There's no adjustability to those levers, but I would say I think they're designed for smaller hands. I'm a size L in gloves, and I reckon a medium or a small will probably have no problems at all with those levers. They're well suited to that kind of rider. As far as the seat comfort is good, I always find just sitting on a scooter, I find after like 45 minutes it starts to get a little bit uncomfortable, but by no means any different than most of the other stuff. Maybe not as good as some of the maxi scooters with the really plush seats in them, but for general riding, it does the job. Simple ignition switch which you can lock. You've got some storage at the front here, which is just open storage. A little bit here that you can hang your shopping bags off as well, which again, what you expect to see on a scooter. 97 kilos. Narrow wheels, it turns on a dime, very, very easily manageable. If you're worried about the weight of the scooter, this is probably going to be one of the easiest things you can get on, if I'm honest. 100 kilos ready to go. That is really, really light. And I am coming from a motorcycle background, so I'm used to things, 160, 180, 200 kilos. But to me, this feels like an absolute featherweight. And to throw around or roll around and stuff like that, super, super easy. Had someone on the back, and they did note their feet on the pegs. I did have to just be careful getting my feet in and all that kind of stuff, but I wouldn't say this is particularly a two-up style machine. For low speed around towning, having someone on the back won't be an issue, but you definitely wouldn't want to be doing like 80 kilometers an hour with someone on the back of one of these for extended periods or too often. As you can see there, it's got the center stand, it's got a side stand, pegs for a pillion. Probably the rider seat stops there, and that's the pillion seat. So it's a reasonably generous seat. It's got a rack on the back ready to take a top box, which is really nice to see. Kind of getting out of the realm of ergonomics talking about that, but something worthy of note. What else is there to mention really? Not much. The suspension, it does the job. There's no adjustability, of course. It's a very basic system, but for 70 kilos for me, no problems whatsoever. With an additional person on the back, it still handled it fine, but I think when you get to the really rough conditions, that's where you're gonna find those limitations. So Suzuki's Address, I've got to say, I think this is probably one of the easiest entry points into riding. Obviously it's a scooter, so it's an automatic, limited power, basic brakes and suspension, but relatively comfortable ergonomics, a nice seat designed for an easy reach to the ground, plenty of room for a pillion. Jumping on this bike would be the easiest thing you could do to get started riding, and I would certainly recommend, if you're thinking about a scooter and you want a great value option, something that is going to suit even a smaller rider or someone my size, this is definitely worth considering because it's a super manageable machine. It's light, it's got a low seat height, very easy thing to throw around, very easy thing to ride. It's just an exceptional small capacity scooter, and coming from Suzuki, it's going to be a reliable machine, and you've got a nice warranty to back that up if you've got any concerns at all. So realistically speaking, an impressive machine. It's very much built to a price, but at that price point, I think they've done a great job, and there's very little that I could ask for. You can buy an accessory top box for like 250 bucks, super cheap. You can get heated grips as well. You can get a screen. There's like quite a few extras that you can get that would add to the overall comfort of the scooter, if that's what you're after. But at the end of the day, great value, very, very easy thing to jump onto. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, let me know down in the comments, or if you've got any questions about the ergonomics of this scooter, I'll do my best to answer them if I can. As always, stay safe out there and thanks for watching.